It looks like bad news bears, but perhaps they're trying to either delay or make price rise first before law enters. Let us investigate to see what's happening today, because the case is still on standby. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.43. We did dump, right? I mean, this isn't a bad sign, to be fair, because, you know, we pumped so much recently. So a cool off period isn't a bad sign. What needs to happen is we need to move back up, right? Either consolidate or just move higher. Bitcoin is on a roll. Look at Bitcoin, almost 104K. So Bitcoin right now is showing extremely strong strength versus XRP, right? So what's happening here? XRP versus Bit. We're going to be talking about it all in today's video, guys, because something is definitely brewing, and perhaps maybe I like it, maybe I don't. I don't know. But Mr. Poole foretold what was going to happen from the beginning of time. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. So much of this is going on right now, right? This was a tweet from Mr. Poole on May 17th, 2021, talking about showcasing two hands that is controlling what? A puppet, right? The puppeteer, and we see the puppet, which obviously points to extreme manipulation is probably incoming, guys. Extreme manipulation for the charts, right? The price action side of things, and not to mention external events perhaps as well, right? So let us wait and watch out for these next couple of days. Today, 5:15 from Mr. Poole back in 2021. This person seems to be disturbed. Right, maybe he was awake for too long. Maybe he hasn't had enough sleep. His eyes look a little bit red to me, right? Perhaps bloodshot. Is he seeing red? Perhaps in the charts? I don't know, but that's really weird, right? We see manipulation, May 17th, red here. Odd. But it's time to reveal, guys, okay? So 5:15, it's time to reveal what's really happening. And this just came out today from the SEC. Well, breaking! Judge Torres has denied the party's motion for an indicative ruling, guys. Okay? So, wow. This means that there's a delay still happening. How is that even possible? I don't even understand at this point, right? They're literally trying to squeeze out the last minute. They're trying to prolong this case as long as possible, right? Is this case going to end when the world ends or something? Because this is just diabolical. But wait, maybe it's almost over. May 17th, right? Remember, this May 17th is a what? A 589 day. Okay. Will the truth be out of darkness and into light? You guys can see the sun in the background, right? So this is a 589 day for this year, and then on what is it? What's the next 589? I think May 26th, I believe, right? 2 + 6 is 8, so I think that's the next 589 day after this one. So again, something has to happen here soon. So here comes from the chief legal officer at Ripple. Okay, now this may not be a bad sign, but to me this either points to two things: either a delay of XRP mooning, or, which obviously is a delay of XRP mooning, right? Because this was supposed to be completed a long time ago. But it seems like they want to just drag this case as long as possible. For what reason? I'm guessing an external event. That's what I think, guys. But, or this could mean price before law. So, nothing in today's order changes Ripple's win, i.e. XRP is not a security, etc. So basically, we already have won from a long time ago. Because remember, XRP is not a security. This is about procedural concerns with the dismissal of Ripple's cross appeal. Ripple and the SEC are fully in agreement to resolve this case and will revisit this issue with the court together. Right? So both sides, both parties, want this to be completed, guys. But again, it's a little bit odd to me. Oh man, from Freddie Riz, Judge Torres denied the Ripple SEC request, but don't freak out. It was for procedural reasons. Expect a refile soon. But I don't get it, guys. Right? I don't get it. Because it seems like They didn't go in the correct path, right? The meaning here is that the parties didn't request refile under the right rule of civil procedure. So they will refile it under the correct rule, but me reading between the lines is that Ripple and the SEC need to get on all fours and beg for relief, right? So they didn't follow the right legal steps. So why is that the case? That's what's kind of like making me a little bit think differently about this, right? So Ripple and the SEC wants to end the case, cut Ripple's fine from 125 million to 50 million, which is spectacular, which is fantastic for Ripple, right? Instead of giving so much money, they'll give a bit less. Now, kill the injunction banning Ripple from future violations. Wow, refund the rest of Ripple and then close appeals. But that seems simple. But wait a minute, not quite, because the judge denied it. Why? She said they used the wrong legal path. They filed under Rule 62.1, used when a case is on appeal. But when they were really asking was to vacate a final judgment, and for that you need Rule 60. What? So the lawyers supposedly didn't realize this, I guess, right? Seems a little bit odd and strange to me. Again, seems like manipulation is about to get extreme. Bad news bears? I don't know, but a lot seems to be coming out today. This wasn't just about money, right? We know Ripple has a lot of money. They asked her to erase an injunction she already issued. That's serious business. Ripple and the SEC didn't even argue that. They didn't even cite Rule 60. So what now? Ripple has three main options. Refile under the correct rule with a strong justification. Split the request. Proceed with the appeal and risk everything. This isn't over, just a misstep. What? Right? This is crazy, guys. This is diabolical. Most definitely. When everyone thought the case was about to conclude, this appears, right? It's like this is like a mini black swan, which I'm going to tie into the charts and what this means, guys, in just a second. So wait a minute. But maybe there's hope, right? Perhaps there is. Now, this docket was filed under 984, guys. Okay, document 984 right here. Document 985 comes up next. Okay, so that's the question. Remember, this 985, right, or 589 it has a symbolic meaning to it. Because 589, I have this on the other monitor, what a beautiful number. That one number which has been spoken about since it first debuted like a cobalt blue shooting star flying at the speed of light, has brought about a great discussion inside and outside the XRP community. That number has so many meanings and reasons behind it. That number, that one breadcrumb, has led to many discoveries about what XRP is now and what it can become. 589 is a code for what was getting ready to happen at the end of the year. 589 is the comics rule, right? 589 has a lot of different meanings. 589 are the nostril vostral accounts unleashed. 589 is hope and knowledge. Since there is no regulatory clarity at this time, the price of XRP is being held back. This is no accident. So don't get tricked and get a case of weak hands. Look at what the bear said. He said, don't get tricked by the shenanigans that's going on right now and get a case of weak hands and sell. He said, do not do that. Because this was a full-blown show. That's what seems to me like. That's what it seems like to me, right? They didn't go through the correct legal path, but that's odd, right? Very strange. But again, perhaps there's clear skies ahead, right? There is hope. But looking at the charts of XRP right now, what I'm seeing right now, I don't think there is at this specific point, which is very beautiful because it gives us more time to accumulate. And plus, they're probably going to go for new lows at some point because due to liquidity. But that is only connected to a black swan events. But wait, we'll get to all that in today's video. But 519 from Mr. Poole, the sun shines. You guys can see, right? A glimmer of hope. 519 after the manipulation takes place. Oh, 519 is the CME futures going live. Remember what we said about CME futures? Either it's going to mark the bottom or the top. Remember. So the bottom, so maybe if we do dump here because of this news, the bottom will be achieved here soon. Then we'll rise. I don't know, but settle your differences at once from big shorts on May 21st. If we connect it to May 22nd, we see key from April to May. That's skills and justice. A lot has been taking place. The case has been accelerating, right? But then Seoul is around this region. Seoul is around this region as well, right? So key is up next. It's going to be key to see what happens. I'm doing my happy dance today from Bragg Garlinghouse on June 1st, right? Which maybe showcase, I mean, this is a delta, right? A couple year delta. Again, maybe good times for the month of June, right? Because remember, how does the song go? First prize. I love to sing about the moon and the June and the springa, right? It all makes sense here. So maybe this was a delay for June. Maybe, right? Maybe. Now, for anybody who's expecting moon, perhaps we shouldn't, because this was on May 14th. David Shores just said plainly no, right? No. So here's the game plan, guys. This is what I believe is happening to XRP's price, right? And extreme resistance here, right? Look at that. 3 touch points from literally beginning of this year, and we broke out of it holding as support. XRP literally needs to hold, let's see here, $2.44 as support, right? More exactly, I actually tweeted about this. It's breaking down right now. Look at that. Let's say it needs to hold around this region. It's not. It's below this resistance. That's point number 1. Point number 2, 250. As you guys can see right here on the daily, it didn't even get a chance to close a body candle above this level, right? Maybe on the normal candles. Okay, the normal candles did, but when it came back to retest it, it just broke down, right? Again, that 250 is strong resistance, plus this area is strong resistance, like we've been saying, right? As soon as you get past this area, that's the heavenly doors are open. So right now it's below resistance. Again, not a good sign at all. It seems to me like lower prices are incoming like low, right? Broke structure as well. Came back to the previous structure in when XRP exploded to $2. That didn't happen. For Bitcoin, it's quite different though, because Bitcoin is skyrocketing, right? XRP versus Bitcoin's charts is dumping heavy. I think what's happening here is quite clear. I don't want to even say any of this stuff because whenever I do, they never go through with it, right? It seems like somebody's definitely watching, but I feel like they're going to dump it even lower for some bullish divergences, and possibly the bottom is in. Hidden bullish divergences are right now happening. XRP needs to hold above $2.30-ish cents, this level. It needs to hold above this level and probably going to get supported by then, right? RSI is going lower, price is above. Again, if it could hold above 235-ish, whatever this region is right here, guys, we're going to go to higher prices. So again, there is a glimmer of hope here, right? But again, it tells me, something tells me here, XRP's liquidity at $2 is diabolical. Obviously, they're going to come back for that at some point. When will it be, right? XRP longs are particularly getting wiped out at a higher rate than the shorts, right? Again, they want people out before it begins. Look at that. They're going for longs, guys. Possibly here soon. I don't know. There has been a lot of people probably longing too. 515 from Trump, right? The golden age of America. We have gone from the laughingstock, but now the hottest country, right? And this was all for the final tweet for today's video, all for 515, guys. Trump, right? Balloons, maybe a sparkle of hope, right? Maybe to keep your eyes peeled, don't sleep, keep awake, right? He's watching something, maybe the charts reveal the White House, the Earth, a giant leap, right? Tsunami liquidity, case, liquidity again, maybe metaphorical or external events, right? So again, we'll see what happens, guys, but I don't know. There seems to me like a lot of manipulation is actually taking place. Let us prepare. Wow, craziness. But anyways, that's so face amazing. See ya.